Hello and welcome to CSM Tac. I'm Peter Briggs, and today we're going to do a little session on problem solving. When someone or something isn't performing as expected, then a problem exists that needs to be solved. There's always a historical point in time where performance has deviated from what was expected, and something has caused a problem for it to occur. But how do we find out what it was and how to solve it? Well, regardless of the type of problem, you can solve it using the P.A.I.D method, P.A.I.D, where you set out a problem statement, analyse the problem, identify the causes, and then define the actual cause. Step one to the process has two main elements: describing the problem and setting a problem statement. Get a feeling for the nature of the problem by writing everything down and employing it in a variety of creative techniques such as mind maps, bug lists, or reversals. Using this knowledge produces a broad description of the problem to underpin the problem-solving process, and write a precise, single-sentence problem statement that can provide context for your future work. If the statement's wrong, you could end up looking at the wrong causes, so take your time to make sure that you get it right. Step 2, analyse the problem. This involves looking at what went wrong and what went right. Often, we understand why something went wrong or why something went right, but we don't understand what went on behind it. Look at the problem symptoms in detail and consider what went well to limit the scope of the investigation and eliminate potential causes. Ask what went wrong. When did it go wrong? Where did it go wrong? And who was involved? As well as what you are satisfied with and what things went right and are correct. Avoid asking questions at this stage, as you can jump to the wrong conclusion and make the situation worse. Move on to step 3, identify the likely causes of the problem by looking at the differences between what's right and what was wrong. Look at any characteristics present when the problem is, but not anywhere else, and consider the impact that changes to personnel, material, equipment, and processes might have had on the situation. Finally, step 4 defines the actual cause of the problem. Identify the most likely of all the explanations from the list of potential causes and test it to see whether it can explain all the symptoms. In some cases, the cause can be obvious, but in others it might be more complex, and there could be several possibilities that each need to be tested to find the right one. Try replicating the problem situation in a controlled test environment to check if the explanation is consistent with both what you found is right and what you found was wrong. Once the actual cause has been identified, you can decide on the appropriate course of action needed to solve the problem. Remember, to effectively solve a problem, you should follow the P.A.I.D system, P.A.I.D, by setting a problem statement, analysing the problem, identifying likely causes, and defining the actual course before taking action.